WFBK Louisville and at WFBK.org, a Louisville public media station.
Good afternoon. Live from 4th Street in downtown Louisville, WFPK presents our weekly live music showcase, Live Lunch.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. We're really excited to have the band that we have with us. A long time ago, we had this great band with us called the Heartstrings. And then they kind of disappeared, and I wondered, well, what happened to them? And then we get to see the namesake, Ted Hartog of the Heartstrings here, who fronts Mickey Ficky. And that's the band we have with us today, Mickey Ficky, here on WFPK's Live Lunch.
I wanna give you all my loving, but I don't know where it went. I thought I was onto something, now I don't know what it is. There's a heavy message burning through the light pollution in the sky. I'm on a mission, I'm yearning to learn it all before I die. But baby, you're gone, gone, gone. Baby, you're somewhere else. Maybe I'm wrong, 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 or maybe I'm something else. Baby, you're gone, 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 or maybe you're somewhere else. Maybe I'm wrong, 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 or maybe I'm something else. There's chaos in the front yard, so I broke down like my sidewalk. Do my neighbors hope that I'm alright? When my bedroom lights on all night, give me reasons, make it known that I'm my next best self when I'm all alone. I don't test myself when you call my phone. I just want a green light to feel right at home. But you're gone, gone, gone. Or maybe you're somewhere else. Maybe you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Or maybe I'm something else. Maybe you're gone, gone, gone. Or maybe you're somewhere else. Maybe you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Maybe I'm something else. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're Mickey Ficky. We're from Nashville, Tennessee. There's one in Indiana, I know, so don't be confused. But I'm from here, well, across the river, but I tell most people not from here that I'm from Louisville, just so they know. This one's called How Many Times? Take me to see that running cold and running scared are two leaves, but they ain't the same damn tree. Both quit, but one don't care, and I wish I'd said or done it right. Put up just one good fight, but it feels like death in the middle of the night. The world spins, but it don't end. I am scared every evening, but I'm alright, suffocating and breathing at the same time. Life gives me a reason, but there's no rhyme. Don't see or believe it, but I'm sublime. So send me up on rocket fuel. I'm flying, gray clouds. No, I'm blue sky and no first floor, but still I'm rising. But somehow my friends all know that I am sad. It's all over. I am sad. It's over. Somehow my friends all know that I am sad. It's all over. How many times will we talk before you say what you see when you look at me? There's an unknown lack of focus in your gaze, tunnel vision, apathy, and I know you know I see it too. The same words that thrilled now, boy, it's the motions we are walking through. 'Cause I've made that face before. I am scared every evening, but I'm alright, suffocating and breathing at the same time. Life gives me a reason, but there's no rhyme. I don't see or believe it, so send me up on rocket fuel. I'm flying, gray clouds, no, I'm blue sky, and no first floor, but still I'm rising. But somehow my friends all know that I am sad. It's all over. I am sad. It's over. Somehow my friends all know I am sad. It's all over. I am sad. It's over. But somehow my friends all know that I am sad. It's all over. I am sad. It's over. Somehow my friends all know that I am sad. It's all over. Thank you. Julia Meredith on the saxophone. This one is the song that's been on all the promo, so if you've listened to 91.9 as obsessively as we have to hear ourselves on it, this one's called Stranger. I could maybe try and make it colder, colder than the etched in stone. When I know I just wanna be your best friend, maybe you'll find the time and place. Or maybe I like the rhyme and taste of freedom on my tongue and in my soul. On the top of that hill where I used to call home and tell my mom, my pops in hometown that maybe I come back around. Maybe I call off the hounds, maybe I live by the downs. Maybe I'd ask how it sounds, and maybe you'd tell me that you couldn't bear to see me go home. Or maybe I'll never let there at all. Excuse me, I'll try not to bump into soft subjects while the bass is pumping and the beat is jumping. And I'm gone, let me tell you where. Why do you think that I'm a stranger to my old damn friends? Do they believe I want to break her? Please, I couldn't make her bend. truth now, and I don't know what I should have done then. Do you wanna see it through now? The breakdown and where it begins. Come on, I'll walk you through that door. Ooh, I'll take what I can get. The smaller I feel, the smaller I sit, and the better for you in your cool confidence. Does it make any sense that I'm drowning? Does it make sense that the land is surrounding all that I see and all that I do is all 'cause of me? Well, blame it on you. Does it ever feel like I'll make it all right now? People are calling up telling me I am doing fine, but I want you a friend to make it right now. People are calling up telling me I could get mine. Talking at breakneck speed, I need you to take your time. Why do you think that I'm a stranger to my old damn friends? Do they believe I want to break her? Please, I couldn't make her bend. Darling, see that it's the truth now, and I don't know what I should have done then. Do you wanna see it through now? The breakdown and where it begins. Come on, I'll walk you through that door. Thank you. It is 12:12 in the middle of the day, that is for sure. We usually play that one a little bit later. But we're all here now. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon, good morning a little bit. If you're on Central Time, good morning, but you're not. You're on Eastern. This one's called Hemingway. This one references Hunter S. Thompson. It's the only song we have that does that, so this is the only place where that makes sense. All in all, she's misty-eyed, thundering through a great divide, buzzwords filling up her eyes. Too smart, ain't hard to irritate, quick wit, but nothing good to say. Try to be a Mrs. Hemingway. I wonder what it's like to be nice, and I've been wondering that since '95. If society takes its toll, where does all the good money go? My songs never made a difference. I funnel full into my existence. Her thoughts flow like faucets on, not a drip drip but a waterfall. I got everyone around me, she's a biscuit, and loneliness surrounds me. She is authorized and I'm mesmerized. She's got glasses on and everybody's closed their eyes. All in all, she's misty-eyed, thundering through a great divide, buzzwords filling up her eyes. Too smart and say, try to be a Mrs. Hemingway. I wonder what it's like to live in the world she's created, it's a given. Everybody else has a limit, she's got no bounds to her own cognition. But nobody is hearing you. Everything you think is number one, they've made it too. We all know she swam in Walden, head of ideas, mouth does no talking. I know she read every genius, every backstory to explain talk singing. And all she took was author's titles, never did more than emulate her idol. Oh, then all she's misty-eyed, thundering through a great divide, buzzwords filling up her eyes. Too smart and hard to irritate, quick wit but nothing good to say, try to be a Mrs. Hemingway. That I had to go was the same as the people I used to know. I looked around and they believed it. Smart/mean is more convenient. Her bread and butter is Hunter S. Thompson. She knows it all and she quotes it often. It doesn't matter who, when, where, or why. She has leveled up and reclassified. What's the difference if you eat well, if you sleep in a mansion or a motel? She believes that life deserves a witness. Smart/mean, well, what's the difference? Smart/mean, well, what's the difference? All in all, she's misty-eyed, thundering through a great divide, buzzwords filling up her eyes. Too smart and hard to irritate, quick wit but nothing good to say, try to be a Mrs. Hemingway, try to be a Mrs. Hemingway.
Mickey Ficky on WFPK's Live Lunch, sounding great. Now we're going to talk with the band here in just a moment. WFPK's Live Lunch series is made possible by contributions from listeners like you, and we're also broadcasting live on Facebook if you'd like to check us out there at 91.9 WFPK. Next week on Live Lunch, we have His Golden Messenger, which is a great band, and I'm very much looking forward to having them. You can go to WFPK.org, see who else is coming in the next few weeks, and listen to our past programs there as well. We do archive our Live Lunch performances. But today we have a band that's going to be playing at Odeon tomorrow night before the Streetlights opens, talking about Mickey Ficky, our guest today, and that show starts around 8 o'clock tomorrow. And we're going to talk with Ted Hartog of the band. And Ted, you guys are sounding great. I'm loving this whole new thing. It's very different than your old band, Heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. A lot less banjos in this one
Yeah.
than the last one.
Definitely.
We tried to work it in, and it just didn't make quite as much sense. So.
Hardly any string instruments at all except for the bass. That's about it. Was that something you had set out to do? Just like no guitars, or?
I just can't play it very well, so no songs were ever written on it. And it's just a little bit easier to lug this guy around and plug it in wherever. Sometimes guitar doesn't travel as well or come through quite as well as this. So
Wow.
yeah.
All right. Well, Ted's talking about his keyboard there. Actually, that's your main instrument.
Yeah, I forget we're on not a visual medium, so
Right.
I'm like touching things. I'm like, I hope they know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So your saxophone player, incredible. Thank you. Wow. I mean, all of you all as an ensemble, fantastic. I'm just really kind of blown away by the sax player. Will you please introduce everybody in the band here?
Yes, I'll start with her. We like her the best. Julia Meredith on the saxophone.
Fantastic.
Ariana Hume on the BGVs. Catherine Loisel on the other BGVs. Alex Clayton on the drums.
Yeah.
And Hunter Mulkey on the string bass.
Now, how are the your background vocalists are permanent members of the band, or is this?
Whenever we can travel with them, we like to, but
Yeah.
and this is good enough to do it. So
So tell us the story behind the band. How did Mickey Ficky come about?
yeah, end of college 2 years ago, a long time ago. Everyone seemed to be putting out projects kind of to finish right before graduation, and so I thought I'd hop in and do the same, and had written a few songs throughout that didn't quite fit in Heartstrings. None of these really translated to a folk band. And then lived with Hunter, asked him if he wanted to play. He said yeah, and he still says yes today. And then I asked around for a sax player, and everybody said the same name over and over. And I was like, all right, Julia, can you do it? And she was very nice. She said she liked the songs, which was needed the affirmation. And then Alex hopped on last year when we went up to Minnesota. So he got in the car with us for 14 hours as his introduction to all of us.
This was for a gig in Minnesota. Yeah.
We booked only shows up there. Just how we were like tried to get Indianapolis, didn't work out. So just straight up and straight back. So
Hopefully, it wasn't during the winter, or was it?
September.
Okay, that's
It was,
not too
it was
bad.
drizzly, 40 and rainy.
Yeah. So, what was the college?
Belmont.
All
Belmont
right.
University. So
And that college is known for music business,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess has a good music school as well.
I think me and Alex are the only ones who are music business, and then the rest are actual musicians, instrumentalists, and vocalists, and all that.
Well, it's really great to have a balance of that. I
Mm-hmm.
would think. I mean, because so many bands are doing it by themselves, you know,
Mm-hmm.
independent and that kind of thing. I mean, what is in terms of music business? What kind of stuff do you learn?
How to send emails, and, and to keep sending them over and over again until you get a response.
Keep following up, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, a lot of it's the kind of the upper tier stuff, like big Sony, kind of what the big labels are doing, or arena tours, that kind of thing. So it's been kind of interesting as we set out on these DIY tours, what we can pull from that experience and what we kind of have to learn on the fly. Which is why it was amazing to be set up like an hour early here. That doesn't usually happen. So
What usually happens?
we set up like 5 minutes before, and as people are coming in, we're like plugging things in. And so, yeah.
Is that because venues just? I mean, why is that way?
Just really relaxed. Typically, we're like the fifth band of the week, and they're just kind of on their own thing. And we're usually on time, I promise. We're kind of just walking around looking for something to do. But yeah, it's usually a lot more hurried, which they don't teach you in school. So
You talk about pulling stuff from the top tier, you know, the booking arenas and stuff for what you're doing now, which is much smaller venues. What have you like? What would you translate?
persistence, that's the biggest thing that we've learned through. You know, initially it's, we have great songs, people are going to want to hear it, and it's like they also have a million other people sending them stuff too. And of course, all my idols are the ones who are already playing the Palace, that kind of thing. So it's like you can't quite draw the same lessons, but knowing that there's somewhat of a roadmap. I'm doing air quotes for those of you who are listening.
Yeah.
It's inspirational, but it's hard to apply a lot.
Yeah. So who are your idols? What are some of your musical idols?
I like the Avett Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hence the folk band a while back.
They're
And that-
playing tomorrow night, too, you know,
here.
in Lexington.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, are they already doing their 3-run thing at the Palace?
Yeah.
So,
And so, and maybe one more besides Avett Brothers.
Anderson .Paak is kind of a more current musically, along with this, just the rap, singy kind of melodic, lots of words.
Yeah.
Music. That's the biggest thing I draw from, and it's just fun. It's fun to have fun. So
I should also mention you've been releasing singles, sort of, you know, one at a time kind of thing, and the latest one's called First Time. Great new song.
thank you.
And Stranger, the song we've been playing, is actually a little bit older. That was released a while back, but it's just so catchy, and I think really exemplary of what you guys do. When you write now, do you write with the arrangement in mind? Are you thinking about the sax part and the, you know, how this is all going to go?
It used to be that way. I try to think of the parts on the front end, but they're never as good as what they come up with. So I just quit trying. And so I'll bring a bare bones chord progression, lyrics, and then we'll kind of just arrange it together, jamming out in Julia's house, in Julia's basement. And yeah, and we'll just run it over and over again until things start to kind of line up and make more sense.
Yeah. So are you working on a full-length album, or will you assemble all these singles at some point, or is that even necessary? I don't know.
That'd be cool if we could figure out how to upload it to Spotify properly so everything translates. We're working on an EP right now, kind of a little bit larger collection than singles. But yeah, right now it's just kind of as we go and as we save up money from our part-time jobs, we put it into the songs. And so that's how that comes about.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just want to mention once again that Mickey Ficky is playing tomorrow night at Odeon before the Streetlights open. Starts at 8. The new single's called The First Time. And before we let you go, this is going to be the common question. The name, Mickey Ficky. Where does it come from?
My mom said to prepare for this question.
She was right.
So it's an overdub in TV shows when they say MFer. They say Mickey Ficky when it's on cable.
Oh.
I heard it when I was like 9 and just thought it was a fun word, and it's been around in my brain forever. But yeah, and it's easy to remember, I hope. If it's not, give me feedback, but that was the biggest thing.
It's pretty easy to remember. Well, thanks again for being here. And again, you can catch Mickey Ficky tomorrow night at Odeon. Let's welcome him once again to FPK's Live Line.
If loving came easy, I wouldn't make these plans just to feel like you need me. I wouldn't ask if you're grieving. You say you miss me, I know you're bleeding. I held the knife in my right hand, picked out a spot where I know that you ain't been. This is the second time you say we're still friends. I should have told you that I was headed on out when I hold you. The memory comes back and I'm fidgeting. Go for a walk when I really like running. I was a bullseye, you a dart. I was a cold boy down with a slow start. You had weak knees and I had a weak heart. Tell me how you do what you do, oh darling. Tell me how you do what you do. Tell me how you do what you do, oh darling. Tell me how you do what you do. Bed ain't a problem. Boys coming up from the barrel where you called in. It used to feel like I stalled them, like they caught you at the bottom when I sent you falling. It took less than 2 weeks. What a sweet song now, what a shit thing. I thought I hated them, but they just ain't me. I wanna ask your friends how it seems that you're doing. On my drive to school, it's full of punk music. Go to loud shows cause you did. People see black vans and they doubt that the shoe fits. I'm reading books that we promised we were doing book club back in August. It's been a hot year and I've been a hot mess. Tell me how you do what you do, oh darling. Tell me how you do what you do. Tell me how darling, tell me how you do what you do. Tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do.
Thank you. This next one's called Kicks. It is also on the internet. Pretty much all of these songs are on the internet, so wherever you get your music, that's where it is.
But you're knocking me off of my feet, moving 2 aisles to see everything I need to be. Oh, when I lace them up, I'm better than I was. Crazy, I was reading, burning my candle bright, cause it's right in season and turning towards my rice-based vice, believing that it's everything I'll ever need. Who cares? Slap on my face the baseless claims I made to lay waste to the chase and re-erase in every taste. And I had deep the licked on the 5/3, yeah. And then I see you there, and I become aware. My kicks, my favorite pair, are so inadequate. And then I see you there, and I become aware. My kicks, my favorite pair of a new graduate. But you're knocking me off of my feet, moving 2 hours to see everything I need to be. Oh, when I lace them up, I'm better than I was. It must have worked. I thank the Lord for the hurt. I've made the choice between nerves and hurt, the salt of the earth. Blessed be the lonely, forever waking up. What's real anymore? Another old key to another locked door, and another false dream, and I'm really not sure what all this risk is with no reward. You see, I'm working for my betterment, and I know you typically deal with better men. And after a couple of years of settling, everybody's meddling, trying to reconnect me in a way that I have never been. I'm looking for the same thing, a life that needs what I'm making, and the kind of girl who won't change me, and the kind of laces to save me. Then I see you there, and I become aware. My kicks, my favorite pair, are so inadequate. And then I see you there, and I become aware. My kicks, my favorite pair of a new graduate. But you're knocking me off of my feet, moving 2 hours to see everything I need to be. Oh, when I lace them up, I'm better than I was. Knocking me off of my feet, moving 2 hours to see everything I need to be. Oh, when I lace them up, I'm better than I was.
hear everybody breathing out there. If I did leave it, call it anything you want, but I can't stay. I feel it in my gut, and every day I get a little more on my plate. I try to find you here, but I can't stop answering when the world is calling, dancing around when it feels like stalling. I'd rather rise up on my own than fall in love. It isn't any different whenever you leave town. I already know what it feels like here, to never quite know if you'll be back down. It isn't any different telling me that you'll be right back when the ticket from here's in your eye contact. I keep my head bowed from the things I lack, but love, you always made it sound so easy. Now you make it look so hard. You always said it'd be so easy. Now you make it look so hard. Tough, I've always made it more, you see. It's just a pattern in my history. My arms are sore the more I squeeze. Help me learn to let it breathe enough. You said for me to let it go. Said you don't wanna know the seeds I sow. I said I don't need you to understand the shit I go through. I just want you. But when I'm with you, I already miss you. Whispering for letters till my head hurts when I kiss you. I know you'll never say it until you mean it, but every day I swear that I can see it. It wasn't any different whenever you left town. I already knew what it felt like here, to never quite know if you'll be back down. But love, it always made it sound so easy. Now you make it look so hard. You always said it'd be so easy. Now you make it look so hard. You always said it'd be so easy. Now you make it look so hard. You always said it'd be so easy. Now you make it look so hard. This one's called The First Time. It just came out. The one previously mentioned in the interview that we just did in here. I'm reminded of the first time you look me in the eyes and you say that you weren't fine. It's rarely just what the season brings. You love the past, the way it feels to make it last. But when you talk to me, you talk too fast. You said you're looking to change things. Wouldn't be as messy, baby, but you're just rearranging. There ain't no trying to fix you up or tear you down. I only hope you stick around to find your feet upon the ground.
Ooh, yeah, baby, it feels so good to tell me just what you need. To never know that you could ask for more than you ever received. Ooh, yeah, baby, it feels so good to tell me just what you need. To never know that you could ask for more than you ever received. I'm reminded of the first time you ever talked to me, honey, in the way that I wanted to talk with you. It came out like the worst line, and I was honest about it, but I knew that you couldn't be that way too. Oh, it's never what the season brings, our love is everlasting. Talking don't make it easy when it's just time passing. Telling me what you need, and baby, just ask it. Baby, just ask it. Ooh, yeah, baby, it feels so good to tell me just what you need. To never know that you could ask for more than you ever received. Ooh, yeah, baby, it feels so good to tell me just what you need. To never know that you could ask for more than you ever received. We got one more song left. This one's called Scrub. My mama promised me that the world isn't coming back. She nearly gave me a heart attack. I started planning for the times when I maybe meet you and try and teach you all the good stuff that I learned when I leave you. Lord knows I've tried to understand the way you fill that space in your empty hand. It ain't who I ever thought I wished to be. And then I severed my forever for some vengeful sleep. As a baby, you's a baby, and I latched onto you in the night for the right to breathe daily. I just asked for the must-have, screaming for your love. Now I'm screaming out, no way. I'm a big man and I walk with my shoulders wide. Left the beat cause my feet got tired. Left the beat cause my feet got tired. I'm a big man walking with my shoulders wide. I'm tighter than I ever been. Everything that I could be, the preacher and believer are alive in me. I used to try recreating my history. Another big thing, big swing, and a miss for me. Oh, I kiss the street where your house is, missing on me, wishing you found him. If I crawl back, would you surround him? Make the same mistake and rebound him. The mountain, the shouting is killing me. Do you wanna hear how your call is the enemy? The headlights, the deer, and the fear is the shit that I don't like. Do you wanna call me for the love or the limelight? Well, I'm a big man and I walk with my shoulders wide. How you gonna tell me where I can and can't ride? How you gonna tell me where I can and can't ride? I'm a big man walking with my shoulders wide.
Thank you all very much.
Mickey Ficky tomorrow night at Odeon. I'm Laura Shine. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to WFPK's Live Lunch, made possible by our contributing listeners. Eric Matthews is our recording engineer. Kojin Tashiro runs the house sound. Our theme was composed by Dr. Dundiff. WFPK's Live Lunch is produced by Laura Shine with assistance from executive producer Stacey Owen.